Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Sup, Damien? How you doing? All right. So let me remove this thing first. Hey, sup? So I got a little. My energy might be a little bit lower because I have my dog. Taking care of her while my ex went to a wedding, which is a plus for me because she's my dog and she should be with me anyway. But she has a little bit of a eye thing going on. She has really big eyes, and so when she goes out, I think she has an allergy. Yeah, I watched the game, and it was heartbreaking. I'll be real with you. Like I can say who I wanted to win and all the other stuff, but you don't want it to be like that. That broke my heart. It honestly took away from the game for a bit. Like it was good, interesting, entertaining, but in the back of my mind that whole time it was like just didn't feel right. It did not feel right. It did not feel right. It feels like I can't. It's not a victory that can be celebrated. I mean, by them, of course, and all the OKC fans and all the other stuff. I'm a Lakers fan, but like it just didn't feel good. Anyway, so Olympia has a little bit of an eye thing going on, and I don't have her medication here. I think it's just allergies. Her left eye during this time of year like can get easily irritated. So she's in my lap right now, being a diva baby. First world as hell. She is the spoiledest of spoiled. She will get on my couch and squeeze between three pillows and pass out. She will not like she okay, never mind. I can't go I won't describe in all the ways that she is a diva dog, but she's very much a diva dog. Trust me when I tell you. She is very comfortable. She does not know a hard life. Alright, so let us see. And in fact, she's probably gonna give me the side eye in a minute and get up and move because I'm talking while she's in my lap. And she needs her peace and quiet. One sec. Gotta get my pad. So I literally wrote down everything that I needed, and now I can't find the notebook that I wrote it in. I don't know if y'all can even see her. Can you see her? She's all upset. Yeah, not upset. She's like I'm not gonna lay down until you've decided that you're not moving anymore. Then I can lay down and get comfortable. I know. I'm a terrible owner with a forgetful memory. All right. Whoa, come on now. Let's put on something interesting while I try to find this MFing. Nope, don't do that. Notebook. This is not what I wanted. Actually, let's see. How close am I even to getting that done? Probably not very close. Go. Now where? All right, here we are. Here we go. Found it right where it was supposed to be all along. Okay, so let's go ahead and get things set. So like today, what I wanted to do, that's why I had to get my notebook, because I actually like wrote down what I wanted to do. I'm taking it serious, fellas. And ladies, if ladies do join, I'm looking at my analytics. Not a lot of ladies joining. But you're welcome. Please show up. Everybody's welcome here. So basically, I may have been wrong about Batman. If you've noticed, I have loaded up his gear. And when I say wrong, I don't mean necessarily like he's only in game, early game, viable stuff like that, which is typical of like the best characters. It is that I moved off of him a little bit too quick, I think. And my concept of single target versus AoE damage is changing for this game. Honestly, might be just changing overall. So I want to talk about gear and then kind of have it centered around, am I wrong about Batman? And I don't know if that's going to be one video or two videos, honestly, because I can go into all the gear. And they kind of intersect. Okay, you know what? I'm going to just do it all at once. So, here we go. We'll go ahead and discuss Batman's gear. Let me see. Was there anything else? And I wanted to do some Digital Universe, but we'll see if I have enough time for it. Sorry, it's 6 o'clock now, so we will see how much time I'm streaming. I didn't get a chance to do it this morning because I was watching Game 7. Sorry. Yeah, let's do the gear stuff first, because I'm going to talk myself through it in many different ways. So, and actually, you know what? I'm going to do this now. Yeah, bet. So what I wanted to start doing was opening these videos, like with my intro, and then just open it with like a riddle. So, and I started out with a simple one, so that it's not so. And actually, there's a riddle that I know, and I just found a website for this. So, let's go ahead and get it started. And 3, 2. So, I may have been wrong about Batman, which that'll make me happy, because I thought that there was no point in really gearing him up, because I thought that he was going to fall off quick, which he may still do. However, I've changed my approach. I've changed my thought process a little bit, and actually it's changing what I'm doing with my gear and how I even approach enemies in the game. So let's get to the video. Okay. And 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Gravity here, and this is a DC Worlds Collide video. Wow, I almost had a throwback on my brain fart just then. Anyway, in this video, I'm going to go over gear. Now, part of the reason I'm going to go over gear, or part of the reason why you see Batman here, is because I'm going to go over the gear with the concept of why I have now put much better gear on my Batman. And the overall concept will be single target damage versus AoE, but then I'm going to get into my tanks. I'm going to get into why I use block gear this way, HP gear this way. And I mean, I guess be on the lookout for these videos a little bit more, because maybe this is a thought process I have now, but then maybe this changes as I go deeper into the game and my concepts of the game itself change. So one thing I did want to do, and I tried to get it going when I was doing DC Legends. I love riddles. I love the fact that they put a riddle in this game, right? That they did this. So what I'm going to do, because I had this idea last night and I only remembered it now right before I started recording. So I'm going to give you one of those like basic riddles. Put it in the comment section below. I'm trying to think of some kind of like game giveaway prize, like when the game goes live with the riddles and how that would work. We will see. Don't necessarily care if you guys look it up or not, but honor system, have some pride. At least try before you Google it. So anyway, here goes your riddle for the, day for this video. What is greater than God, more evil than the devil? Rich people want for it, poor people have plenty of it, and if you eat it, you die. Answer in the comment section below. All right, so now what we're going to do is go into Batman's kit and the concept that I have. And the reason this changed, actually, we'll even go further back just to give you my entire thought process. The reason this changed is because I am in system recovery, and this MFing condition right here on 1210, where I have to beat the enemy in 3 turns. Now, the problem that I had was not even a problem really, but I'm dealing with a mini boss and then just, kind of an assistant. So it's just 2, and the mini boss is going to be strong. Now, at this point, I feel like I should be able to take him out. I don't know why. Now, why did I change thought process? Because this mini boss, this Damien over here that's kind of providing support, you can go here to this button, you can click it, and you'll see the other teams that people use to clear it. Now, here's the thing. It gives you what they use to clear it. It's not necessarily they cleared it with the clearing all the milestones as well, right? But I kept seeing Batman and Batman and Batman, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Then I go into the battle with Batman, and off rip, now you'll see he's up front. You know why? Because the thing I said at the beginning of this game holds true now, and that is you want single target damage dealers to do a lot of damage on a single target. I've been investing a lot in my AoE damage dealer, Green Arrow, so I can get as much damage as possible over a crowd, a horde of enemies. So I have been really, really heavily focused on that, and that's not a good idea, because in scenarios like this, or scenarios where you kind of want to target a mini boss, even if it is in a crowd, some of the single target damage dealers have these special mechanics where they will just target the character with the highest damage, character with the highest HP, whatever. So in the scenario, when I'm running Green Arrow, even though he has better gear, he's not going to hit harder and higher rank. He's not necessarily going to hit any harder than Batman is going to do on his single target attack when it comes to Lex, because his damage is spread across. I need to change my strategy. It's not going to happen now. We're at 5 turns. I need to change my strategy so that I adjust for putting the proper gear on single target damage dealers so they can get in there and really, really crack skulls. So we'll go ahead and forfeit out of this. So now my thought process has changed and is evolving. And it is that and I'm going to go, and this is how it's going to get into gear. How am I going to equip them? Crit gear and attack gear, I'll get into the details there in a second. Crit gear increases your chance to crit, of course. Attack gear increases your attack. Now, I'm leaning towards having more crit gear on my AoE damage dealers and more attack gear on my single target, right? Why is that? Because the AoE is going to hit 5 enemies, for example, in that scenario, there's more opportunity to have a crit shot. If I put crit gear on the single target, is that being the priority? Yeah, they might crit, but yeah, they might not. Now, oftentimes, a lot of these guys will do multiple hits on their basic. So you see here, attacks enemy 2 times, each dealing physical damage equal to 60% of attack. Okay, good. But what if out of those 2 shots, nothing crits? Now we have 19% crit here. If I added another crit set, that would take it up to 29. So let's just say 30, right? So then he'll be a 30% chance to crit. That's 1 every 3. I'm doing 2 attacks. You would think it'd be a good chance, possible that it won't happen. But if we back out and we go to Green Arrow on his AoE attack, his main one, I'm going to the main one, he's going to deliver 3 times 40, 40, and 75 to everybody. So that means that if there's 5 characters out there that you're hitting, that means you're going to have 15 attacks. If he's critting, then guess what? He has more of an opportunity to crit because of how many people he's hitting. Now, with this scenario, because I was putting attack gear on Green Arrow at first, I'm very, very hesitant to shift it over to crit. This may end up happening today as I'm like changing these thought processes, but I'm gonna get to that, Damien. So like basically I kind of want to put crit on it, but this is a change in my thought process. The gear that I have on him right now isn't necessarily detrimental in terms of its attack, so it's good, but I'm genuinely wondering if I increase his crit chance by another 10% and I have a crit here of it's going to get up to 30, 1 in 3, similar to the Batman, it's going to do a better job. It's going to crit more often. He's critting like a madman now at 20%. So if I get him to crit more, reduce the attack by a bit, but get him to crit more, that might be a bonus. So, and yes, Damien asked, isn't Batman my favorite? I literally still have a Batman wallet. Yes, Batman is my favorite superhero of all time. But as I said in the previous videos, a lot of time what they'll do is slap the Batman logo on it. He'll be an early game player, get people like me hooked who are in love with Batman, because I'm not in the minority. It's not like I said I'm the biggest fan of the Crow, which the Crow is awesome. But you get Batman to draw you in, you play with Batman for a bit, but now you're into the game. Oh, Batman fell off, get these other new characters. That's how my experience has been. I could be wrong, and I'm happy that I might be wrong about Batman. The only reason I'm not ranking him up right now doing all those resources is because I'm literally this close to ranking up Superman to rank 8, and then I think I'll go back and rank up Batman first and then do the rest of the stuff. Now, when it comes down to the rest of the gear that I'm putting out, we're going to first go through, and I'm wondering what's the best way to do this. You know what? I'll just do Kid Flash. Speed, right? So by putting the first set on, you get plus 8 on speed, and the second set you get plus 12. As you can see right now, my Kid Flash is at 239. I'm pretty damn sure he's the fastest one in the game. Oh, Olympia is with me right now. She's not feeling well because of she has a little eye allergy right now. So she's a little needy girl, and I'm taking care of her for now. Anyway, sorry. Making sure she's okay. So basically, because he's a healer, and now I know there's a heal on the ultimate, but there's also a heal on the advanced attack, right? I put him in speed gear because I want his turns to come around faster. I think that it is a good practice to put the abilities that you want to get out first and most often. You're going to have to balance it, but put speed gear on those characters. So, for example, Zatanna, she's in speed gear. I think I spoke about this in her guide, but the reason she's in speed gear is not because she's a healer, because she really doesn't heal in that way. It's passive lifesteal. The reason why she has this is because of the advanced attack, where she's putting out strong attack and frantic buffs on the entire team. I want those buffs out there quick, fast, and in a hurry. And the other advantage of putting her in speed gear, which she ain't that fast, the other thing about putting her in speed gear is that she's going to be at the front of the line, right? So she's going to go, well, second to Kid Flash, but she's going to go in the front. So that way, when we actually get our ultimates to pop off, my characters have frantic and strong attack on them. That's why I have her there. Another example for something different is Star Sapphire. The reason why Star Sapphire is in speed, and I think is it one or two, I have 2 sets on her. The reason she's in speed is because of this. Now there's going to be, this is the thing. This is the fun part about the game that's different than others. Plenty of games do this though, is that just because you have Star Sapphire doesn't mean that you know what the other Star Sapphire is that you're going up against in Arena or Elite Arena, because you can gear them up. So for example, I have speed set on my Star Sapphire. I got her kind of, I won't say late, but a little bit later. I already had like 10, 15 tunes that I was focusing on, so she kind of like fell by the wayside a little bit. But then I noticed this amazing ability, this stun on her advanced attack, put her in speed gear because I want to get that stun out there more often and quickly. I want her to run out real fast, stun somebody, anybody. Well, I usually want a specific, but anyway, anybody. And then disable that person for 1 turn, right? So that is why I have her in speed set. Now, for example, if I gotten her first in the game, like she's one of my top 5, then she'd probably be in attack sets, or I don't know. She does do a heal, if I'm not mistaken. Is it a small heal? No, she takes heal amount. So like probably an attack set, maybe some HP. I might still be speed, honestly. But it's hard for me to see her outside of speed at this point. So that is like the idea behind And actually, you know what? I've given you the heal purpose. I've given you the buffs. I've given you the debuff. One more debuff, and I just changed this over. I'm still working it out, as you can see. Speed gear on Starfire, and this is because of a passive. The passive means that she will do, on every attack, she deals burn. Well, is that useful? Well, if she's putting burn on everybody, you need 4 burns to have them actually detonate and cause the damage. Put out more burns, run it with Superman, Superboy, whoever else who's putting out burns, the detonations happen more quickly. That is the thought process. I don't know if that's working or not yet. I literally did that this morning. So that is what I'm doing with my speed sets. Now, with my block sets, block I do like, he is not one of them. Back up. And this is the most experimental one. I have a block set on Bane and I have a block set on Grodd. Now we'll go over Grodd's first because it's not really a mechanic thing. I'm testing this. I'm not 100% sure. Now there is the concept of, I don't know, they probably will at some point if this game lasts long enough. They will probably have defensive gear sets get introduced into the game, and super defensive sets and super blocks and like just things like that that just help you expand. For the moment, they don't have a defensive set. So I'm treating block as that defensive set because it doesn't block as in like it's blocking all damage. It blocks an amount. So it's almost increasing your defense for the times that it's blocking, okay? So the idea here was with my tank, who I'm expecting to take a lot of damage, and we'll see if it works well. Honestly, there's a easy way for me to play test this. And I'm not gonna do it in this video because this video is gonna go long anyway. I might do a block set play test right after this. I'm sorry, she's already like trying to go to sleep. I'm keeping my arm like this because her head is like in my arm and she's falling asleep. I'm gonna write this down just to do a block set play test. I'm sorry. So I'm doing this just to do a block set play test where there's in my head, 2 schools of thought. If I'm doing it with Grodd, I can do 2 HP sets and get the 3% HP boost, and then the 6% HP boost, and then just make him chubby. So that way he has a lot of HP. Keep hitting him, a lot of HP. Or my thought process is the block set where I'm taking less damage. I'm increasing my block and I'm taking less damage, right? So now I'm experimenting with the taking less damage. Next time, and this will be in the playtest, I'll do it. It'll be if he has a bunch of HP. Okay. Now, Bane is a little bit different because Bane has this weird thing in his kit where, and I don't even know which one it is. Is it the passive? When he takes damage greater than 8% of his max HP, he activates the engine on his back and injects himself with venom, healing himself up to HP equal to 30% of his attack. Now, when healing received, permanently increase the healing. Okay, so now here's the thing. Here's the thing. And it's a weird math thing. If the HP pool is smaller, then the attacks that could reduce his HP by 8% don't have to be as strong, which means that I can hopefully activate this more often. That was the weird math I did in my head, but you still put the block set on him so that his defense is up, so he's still not taking a tremendous amount of damage. Yeah, she's not liking the whole conversation and me not. Yeah. Anyway, so that he's not taking a tremendous amount of damage. So trying to hopefully manage and get it in that 8%. However, it might be better to put him in HP. I'm not 100% sure. I should probably play test this as well just to see. But that is the reason why I have Bane in a block set. Oh, and then next. This is where it comes into play where basically Ocean Master has dictated that he should be in a block set because of his passive ability. This passive ability here for when well, I don't know if this actually happens on Ocean Master. When an ally blocks an attack, Ocean Master will launch to a counterattack. But not just that. Where's the other one? Yeah, grants 50% block amount to an ally with the lowest HP. So I think it is this one that I was thinking of. When an ally blocks, assuming that he blocks as well, he's going, or that counts for him as well. He counters attack like a madman. So you want to run him with Nightwing in a block set. He himself in a block set. We're blocking more, so he's going to counter attack more. And then lastly, Nightwing, which I think is kind of obvious for everybody. I'm putting him in a block set because of this one. When taking damage, has a 10% chance to shock the damage dealer with electricity dealing superpower damage equal to 70% of it. If this damage is blocked, the chance is triggering it increases to 60% or 80% because I have him level 2. You trying to say hello? She wants to say hi. Can you see her? No? See a sick pup? Olympia. By the way, Damien, you asked if I was a Batman fan. My dog has bat ears, yo. Don't you ever doubt. All right, you want to get down? All right, let's put you down for a little bit. Bring you back up later. I think my voice is like booming a little bit too much for her. Okay, anyway. So, next, that's the block set. Next is why I would put tanks in HP. That's kind of obvious. It goes back to the concept of if there's some chubby boys, then bigger HP pool, harder to take them down. Penguin is a prime candidate for this. I also put him in heal set, which I don't even know if this is going to really work for him because the heal set that I'm putting on, and I need to pay attention to it when it happens. I'm trying to get his heals to crit because of an ability here where he, upon during battle, increases HP by 20% and gains 30% healing received bonus. The heal received, and I think actually, you know what? Here's the thing. This probably needs to go. If I'm being completely honest, this probably needs to go because he does heal himself at a certain point. Healing himself for 15% of his max HP, and then I put the heal crits on there. So like, I'm hoping that that'll crit that heal on his ultimate. We'll have to see. But that's why he's in that HP set. And I think who's the other one? Bizarro. Bizarro kind of demands to be in a HP set because of his passive, where he's going to give a flower to an ally with the highest max HP and then basically share in the damage. So he's taking damage when he gets attacked, and he's taking damage when that person gets attacked. So increase HP. That's the thought process behind that. All right, so the healer set, and I've already talked about it with Penguin, and I'm hoping that works for his ultimate. And I need to pay attention to that, to be quite honest with you. But the other person for the heal set, and I cannot actually determine how good the heal set is because I don't feel like I have a bunch of healers, and it really makes me feel like I should reread my kit because the only person I can think of where the heal crit would go would be, well, of course, Kid Flash, but I mean, it goes because he heals, so yeah, that makes sense. And then also Black Canary, because Black Canary also heals. But those are like the only two that I can think of off the top of my head. Like this crit thing does not work for Zatanna when she does her ability, where this passive ability where all allies gain lifesteal. The heal set does not work for that. So that is why she's just going to stick to speed and HP. But yeah, the heal set giving you an extra crit, like you can get a critical hit heal, I think would be nice. But I can only really truly utilize it on Kid Flash, Black Canary, and we'll see. I should probably play test Penguin as well. We will see if Pingy. We will see. Oh, that was the other one. Buying. We will see if it actually makes a difference. You know what I mean? Like, oh, crap. Yeah, there's about to be a bunch of set play tests. So yeah, I'm not entirely, if I'm being honest, I'm not entirely convinced of the. I'm not entirely convinced of what I'm doing with the heal set. And then we go back and we've come around back to attack and crit. Now, for example, Red Hood has a few abilities where he is giving himself increased crit chance, increased crit chance, increased crit chance. Um, and Frantic here giving himself 10% and 10%. Which my first thought was crit damage, dealing crit hit, etc., etc. My first thought was put him in more crit gear. However, if he's giving himself this many crits, I changed my view and thought that maybe it's best to put him into attack. He's going to crits anyway. And unless the crit set starts to increase crit damage and not just the chance of critting, then there's no reason for me to have the crit set on him. He's going to crit already, so just increase his attack so that when that attack goes through, the crit damage is higher. That's the thought process around this single target damage dealer having attack. Now, it's also because he's single target. That does help. That goes along with that theory that I was saying about attack sets. Well, 2 attack and 1 crit on your single target, and then 2 crits and 1 attack on your AoE. It falls in line with that, so I like it. In any case, I think that is actually it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. So, thank you guys for watching. Please please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. I'm going to go into playtesting Penguin, Bane, and Grodd, and testing this gear to see if it's giving me my desired effect, which we'll talk about that in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Okay, that didn't go nearly as long as I thought. I thought that this was going to be like a problem. I thought it was going to be like a genuine problem. What do you think about the KD trade to Houston? Well, I'm just saying Superman could have been trash. I was using him no matter what. And that was the thing about Batman that I did in the last game. I leveled him up and rebirthed and all that other stuff, demanding that he be a good player. Yeah, you're right. KD trade to Houston. I think it's much ado about nothing. He's not going to win anything. They're not going to win anything. And then in like 6 months, he's going to be unhappy again. But no, I don't. No shade or anything, but it is really. I think people keep underestimating the concept of age in these things. He's going to be 37, 38. LeBron is amazing with what he does. KD is amazing with what he does. At that age, I'm 41 and I'm still trying to hoop for real. But me saying that, like, it's become very clear LeBron cannot carry a team like he could when he was 28, which, duh. And KD can't carry a team either. So I hope that they put them in the position to where they can come in and be the number one on the team. They can still be the number one, but they're not. LeBron can't drag a team to the finals like he used to do in Cleveland, right? Like KD, his days of being able to just basically squat whatever team he's with into the playoffs easy, that's gone. So I hope that Houston, I got this weird like shadow on my face. I hope that Houston can slot him in. Ime Udoka is a good coach. I hope they can slot him in and that they will make it so that he can be KD, but then also not playing 38 minutes a night. If you can do that, awesome. That would work, I think. But I don't know. I saw it and I was like, oh, damn, he went to Houston. And then it didn't really move me. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway. I think the thing that I was going to do next was Digital Universe, and then I was going to play test Penguin and Bane and Grodd. I literally just came up with that now. However, I think I need to prep the gear a little bit more carefully. I can't just like rush in with them like that. And the gear sets kind of have to like match up in a sense. Meaning, let me just go through it now. I mean, like it matters. Let's just go to Grodd. Okay, so like the way I've distributed things here, that means that in order for me to test the reverse, it needs to be like reflective thereof. So it would need to be completely empty block set, completely empty elite blocks HP set, and then I need to just interchange that with them. Let's go to replace. As a matter of fact, I used this technique before when I was retraining Nightwing and removing it from Superboy, because whenever you retrain, all your gear gets stripped for some reason. Which, I mean, maybe that's fair. So what I'm going to do is, which one of you looks like you look like you block. So what we're going to try to do is if I can find a piece of everything, heal set, equip. See, that's the only heal shoulder I have. Yeah, no. Chest. The belt. Do we have any? Nope. We're missing a elite. Who's it? And then this one. I mean, it says attack. It would be better if I got one of the HP ones, right? Wait a sec. Why is an HP device on Poison Ivy? Let's go ahead and just make that not the case. We'll equip you, and then I will take the HP one from Poison Ivy and give her an attack one. Okay, cool. So on this one, we are missing. Can I heart him or something so I can make sure I know who he is? Because I was forgetting. Honestly, that's 23. We'll get him to 10. And then that'll make him a little bit more distinguished. Now the block set, who looks like they block? Oh wow, he's leveled up above. That's funny. All right. She has a shield. Looks like she likes to block. All right. So now we will put the block sets on her to see what we got. We do. I think we have a full block set. Albeit, for the healing, I don't necessarily need to have the full HP. I already have 2 sets of HP. That should be fine. So I should still be able to do it. So long as I have like basically everything for this block set, which we don't have a belt. Yeah, we do. Equip. Yep, equip. That's attack, right? Do I have a HP one? All right, so HP, all attack, equip. All right, so, and then we'll do this, which now I don't think we need, but let's just be complete. HP. Okay, so the basic concept for me is I have these sets. I'm going to take them into some game mode, run them solo, see how long they survive. How many turns are they going to make it? There is an affinity matchup problem. No, actually, no, it's not, because this is a comparison from Grodd with block to Grodd with HP. It doesn't matter what affinity the others are in. Okay, so and as a matter of fact, should I do a mix and match already so that they're ready for it? Let me see. Where's my shield lady? See? Should have ranked her up to level 10. Yep, there she is. Bet. Okay, so now what I will do is I only have no. I have to do it this way. I have to do it this way because it's incomplete. If I had a complete heal set, then I would be able to do it the other way. As a matter of fact, I might just go waste money. I hope George isn't watching. He's gonna be very ashamed of me. Not money, gems. Nope, nope, nope. Looks like the DC World Collides gods want me to not be so rash. Okay. Nope, don't do it. All right, so I guess that's enough prep for the video, I guess. And then when I do this, it all goes back to the same persons. I think that's good to go. Now let's find the area. I wish you could replay these. It sucks that once you 3-star them, they're like, yeah, you're done. Like, you guys spent all this time making this content. Let us keep playing it. This might be the best one, but I don't think I can. Let me see. I mean, I guess they do let you solo it. But whatever, dog. You know what we'll do real quick? Yeah, screenshot. All right, so. All right, so just so I know what team it was that I went in with, because I'm just gonna amend that. So now, theoretically, we should be able to remove everybody, put in Grodd, and fight. All right, so they'll let us fight solo. Let's see how long he lasts here. Okay, so then it's also going to be the idea, or at least the thing I'm looking for is I just didn't want them to be one shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, there needs to be a good bit of damage taken, turns taken, whatever, to see what it goes through, but at the same time also not see, that's one turn. It's gonna be hard to see who does better. And my league thing isn't open yet, and I don't have any other chapters that are weaker. Like, they're not gonna let me go in here, proceed, and then proceed. Yeah, no, it's all completed. I can't do arena. Adventure, we're not really fighting them like that. Albeit for the digital universe, there might be like maybe here or something. How hard was this? $24,000. Not gonna cut it. Confirm. What about you? Is that Sigma? Don't make me read stuff, lady. Nope. It's already taking too much time. You. I think you might actually be difficult. Confirm. Yep, it's a dead end, blah, 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 blah stuff. So easy 115. Nope. Continue to challenge. All right, so we come here, blah, 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 blah. Fight. And let's see how long he lasts here. Because the idea is I don't want him to be killed immediately. Looks like he won't be killed at all. How strong is my Gorilla Grodd? I thought he was like, okay. He's taking no damage. We will be here for days. He's gonna win, actually. He will be here for days. Ugh. Confirm. That's where I'm at now. I did, so maybe But this is the one. Actually, I just edited the video for this. I struggle with this thing a lot. Oh, will y'all just stop with that? We've been here before. Yeah. Yeah, I can't buy anything. Remember? You guys are gonna rob me of everything. So let's see. Fight. They're doing more damage. I don't know if more is. We are gonna dump truck them again. Actually, no. Well, actually, a lot of that damage came from our own tank. So he's in round 3 right now. Four. Let us restart this, and we remove all of the vehicles. Okay. One more again. One more again. Dude, this is the whole concept of the gacha games where it is they're going to basically and shout out Dark XYZYY or XZYY. I'm just gonna say Dark. And this is the concept behind. I think this is the level where I can do this. This is the concept behind gacha games, cause they gotcha. They're gonna get you to spend that money. The problem that I have with this area is now I cannot let anybody fall. And then as far as characters, can I amend their gear from here? No, so I have to step out each time. This is a problem. Yeah, I got Superman, and I asked for Wonder Woman. I still have not pulled a legendary card from those super encrypted tokens or whatever, but I pulled a legendary from the other regular ass cards or tokens, whatever they want to call them, and it gave me Superman. I still haven't got my guaranteed one legendary. But Flash is a good pull, though. Flash is good. I think, though, if you look at the pull percentage for those cards for the tokens, it's a 1% chance to get a legendary on the weekly recruitment and the starter recruitment or whatever it's called. So, it'll be a minute. I'll be honest with you. It's gonna be a minute. But that's the whole thing about gacha games is that they want you to keep pulling those cards, getting that little 5%. Yeah, that happened to you too. The same thing with Flash. So you had Wonder Woman up, and then you pulled from weekly recruitment, and you got Flash. Damn, I thought I was the only one. I made a whole video about it. Yo, what are we supposed to do with this now? And theoretically, I could still change my first recruitment from Wonder Woman to Superman, get those frags, and then use it to rank them up. But I'm not doing that. I still want my Wonder Woman. Okay, so we can't do it in Digital Universe. This playtest thing. I did not mean to click that, but we'll take it. Anywhere in here. Evil Falls is going to be too hard. He's going to get one shot. Team ups don't go. Convergence don't go. Because I can't go back. Cleared. Don't let me do it again. This is really... I may have to give up on trying to do this video today. Otherwise, I'm going to be sitting here going through different game modes 100 times over and over and over again until I get the right game mode. And then by that time, I'll have to stop the stream. 115 summons in on the starter one. So I'm pretty close to Wonder Woman. Okay. Hey. I love the optimism. Don't hold your breath. I hope that I'm so wrong that you pull the next card and you get it right then, but don't hold your breath. It's how Jordan worth grinding for. I think he's good. I think he's really good. I think all the legendaries are seemingly good. If I was good, but I wouldn't grind for him just yet because there are a lot of epics, and as a matter of fact, he's one of your most wanted characters right now. He's not bad. I would rather have Sinestro though right now or Deathstroke. Oh, by the way, when you say farm, are you talking about this thing here? Because you can't farm those characters. You have to unlock them in the card first. You have to unlock them in the token first. So if you mean by farming, and somebody please correct me if I'm wrong, DC Worlds Collide, I'm gonna need you to come on, get with it. Um, if you mean like getting these, I don't know where I don't see. I've never seen him up here, so maybe you don't. Maybe you found a different way to farm him because I don't know where you can farm him. I definitely want Green Lantern John Stewart, but that's because I love that ultimate mechanic he has. It's awesome. But is he only an epic too? Right? Yeah, I can get him. But yeah, so like if you try to farm from this area, this just gives you the ability to rank them up. It doesn't give you the ability to unlock them. So, oh, honestly, probably not, but they won't be far behind. Like games like this, they can't stay stagnant. They'll have to like release a new legendary every month, every 3 months, and then 4 new epics. Because if you think about it, as the roster goes right now, we only got 72. Like I've been playing this game for 3 weeks or something like that, and I'm already almost finished collecting everything. They ain't gonna let that ride. There'll be others. As a matter of fact, one of the telltale signs about there being others is if you go to is it here? Affinities. Sometimes you will come across. Of course, when I want to show you, I can't even think of one right now. This. So you see this question mark with the profile? They're letting you know that there's a character that's not in the game yet that's going to unlock these things. So they're coming through. I don't think it's going to be on the global, or maybe the global release will like let go of like 5 legendaries. I don't think Aquaman is in this game yet either. So, but but the thing is, unless you do it for the testing, if it's me, I would introduce this game for all this testing, pre-global release, all that stuff, and then make it so that you can't get Batman or Superman or Wonder Woman. Put the Flash in there, put Aquaman in there, the rest of the Justice League, and then on the global release the Trinity. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, the 3 most popular characters in the game or in DC history. So like put them in at the end for the global release, and then that gets to players who haven't had them while playing this game this far. Like even tell the players who are playing now, like, look, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman get released on July 7th. We're gonna put all these other characters in, but those 3 are gonna get in on July 7th. Dude, be salivating over it. So yeah. I don't know. I guess let me see, because I don't think they have. Let me check. I don't see Aquaman. I would say he should be a legendary, but I mean they made Batman an epic, so who knows? And they made Supergirl. Is she legendary? I'm gonna throw a rock. Is she legendary? Somebody's gonna have to fight. You can't put Supergirl legendary over Batman. Dude, she better not be a legendary. I know she better not be a legendary. Where do they say? I think I have to go to them, and I don't think I can view her like as the. She better not be legendary. Thank you. They do need to upgrade Batman to legend. All I'm saying is, and I don't even like the Lanterns. I don't. Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern, Batman are non-negotiable legendaries. You can go ahead and knock. If Blue Beetle's a legendary, I'm fighting somebody. You can go ahead and knock Deathstroke down, Blue Beetle down, Supergirl down. I don't even know this one. Oh, it's coming from DC Universe. Yeah, that's why I don't know you. Sinestro can be knocked down. I mean, you know what? No, and then their rivals. So then Sinestro, Green Lantern, Superman. But yo, they don't have the Joker in this game yet. You know when he comes out. Joker. If Joker's legendary and Batman's epic, I'm going to fight. You can knock Cyborg down to epic. Dr. Fate, Martian Manhunter. You can knock the rest of them down to epic. And then put Batman in. Aquaman in. And then you already have Green Lantern. That's what I say. Oh yeah, Lex is really, really easy. This game is very free-to-play friendly. It's very, very free-to-play friendly. It's easier to get Lex, who's better than the other legendaries, aside from Wonder Woman. I think they're supposed to be like neck and neck, than it is to get the other legendaries. Like you can just fuse him real quick. But I think that's going to change as well. I think there's a big benefit to us being in this game early, and for those who get in the game early, there's a huge, huge benefit because the amount of characters is still low. And it's a gotcha game, which means you're pulling from a pool. If I have a pool of 73 characters, it's a lot easy to get all of the epics over all of the elites and everything. And there's still some epics I have missing, right? But like nothing crazy. She's not even available to pull. So like I can still get all of the epics before they dump another 50 characters in this game, and it becomes I have like half as good odds to get them. Harley Quinn does need to be an epic. I agree with that. You got to watch my videos, bro. I said that on the video where it's like, I hate the fact Harley Quinn is one of my favorite characters of all time. I hate the fact that I can't play with her because she's an elite. Like, Canary has a good kit. You can still run her, actually, next to some epics. Cheetah, you can run next to some epics. Captain Cold, you can. Mr. Freeze, you can, in my experience. Someone just commented, and I saw your comment, I'll reply, that Clayface has been big for them. I've heard Mirror Master's okay. None of the other epics or elite I can use except for maybe Scarecrow. He's like in that tier below where it's like special situations with Poison Ivy and Penguin. He might be able to do some stuff, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And they put Harley Quinn there. And the worst part is that Harley Quinn's kit is hilarious. I love her kit. It's so funny. They were so creative when they wrote the Harley Quinn kit, and it will be an infuriating kit like Constantine. Same thing I said about Constantine. They fit their lore in the comic books so much, or an animated series, whatever you want to say, so much that I know that playing with Harley Quinn would be absolutely infuriating. But if there's a mode where I have to use her, that frustration is probably it might probably make me break my phone. But yeah. I agree with Harley Quinn. I think the Red Robin should also be epic, and they should make the Robins women. I disagree about the Robins. I'm sorry. I do. The only Robin that should be epic is Nightwing. Oh yeah, that's true. I'm the only English speaking content creator for this game right now. Well, not the only. I'm sure there's others. But it's true. I'm the only because I was watching like Marvel Strike Force content, and two of like the Marvel Strike Force dudes like a few months ago started playing DC Worlds Collide, and then they fell off and started playing other games. Like no shade. And I was watching them trying to get my game up on like I did content previously, but I think the best way to improve is like look at 100 different things, do a bunch of research, dive in, and then like find your path. And that's what I was doing. And then when I was trying to like, okay, so what are other people saying about? I was trying to decide between DC something dark, DC something. I've already forgotten it, and then DC Worlds Collide, and I literally like it was a Sunday. I'm looking at both games. Okay, cool. The other DC game that people asked me to play, it looked so boring. And I could only find like 2 content creators who were even doing stuff for it that were doing it in English. Well, no, I found plenty that were doing it in English. But then for DC Worlds Collide, I had to literally go try to find just like gameplay footage in Brazilian Portuguese to like just see what it looked like. And I was like, forget it, I'll just play it. And then I started playing it and I loved it. I'm addicted. It's made me play Marvel Strike Force less, and I do still love Marvel Strike Force. Don't get it twisted, but like, I love this game. And I can't wait for its potential. It has a lot of potential. I'm writing a lot of DC Dark Legion. That's the game where I tried it for like a 30. No, I saw on YouTube, and I was like, this is not for me. So yeah, this game has a lot of potential. So I hope it goes strong. I really, really do. Exactly. I didn't even download it. All I saw was like this one guy with glasses. No shade. I'm trying to remember who he was. And I saw him play a little bit, and I was like, I think I got 2 minutes into that video before I was like, yeah, I'm sorry to mess up your analytics, homie, but I got to get out of here. So, in any case, I'm going to try to do one more video right now on Digital Universe, the new one that I have. I'm sorry, I keep checking my phone. Yeah, I have them at home. Oh, sorry, why am I reading this out loud to you guys? Oh. Okay. So yeah, I gotta do Digital Universe now. My ex is coming to pick up our dog in an hour. Yeah, Olympia, you about to go? Because she has the eye drops for her eye, and she just landed from Italy like an hour ago. So I'm gonna try to do some Digital Universe. Now, what I may do is, I don't know, depends how far I get into it in this hour. The last couple I've been able to walk through, but this one's more at my level, I think. So we'll see. I might get stuck, and then if I get stuck, I'm gonna just go ahead and end the stream. If I can finagle it when by the time she shows up, I'll probably make it into a multi-parter because I just finished editing Digital Universe Part 4, and that thing was an hour, and that was Part 4 of it. So I'm gonna try to break it up. The last two, and I'll just, we talking. We got a new guy. Oh, Damien, did you try Dark Legion too? Damien, the only brother I see doing it. Yeah, representation matters. I said that on my old channel or in my old content a lot, but it is what it is. Who cares? The guys that I was naming that I was watching their content. One of them's Canadian, the other dude is, I don't know, but he's white. Valley Flying. He looks like he's. You know what? I'm not gonna say what anybody looks like because it doesn't matter, and I'm not gonna try to mischaracterize anybody. But hey, bring the love. Everybody's welcome over here. Like I said, doesn't matter. Does not matter. I even quoted Will and Grace when I started. It's like gay, straight, bi, tie. I don't care. It's all the same. Everybody come over here. So, adventure now. Digital Universe. Now, I've done all of these. So the previous ones, I walked through this. This one kicked my face. This is the one that I need to do now. This is the new one. So I'm going to try to get into it. Yeah, Dorky Dad. That's exactly it. I'm going to try to get into it. If you've ever seen him on his live stream and he says on Griefer, that's me he's talking to because he's only seen my name. He's never like heard me speak or anything. So no shade. But every time he says it, I'm like, that's not my name. It's Angreifer. It's Deutsch. But yeah, it's weird that the black guy is telling the white guy how to speak German, even though he is Canadian, and it should not relate at all. And here's a random one just for the bros. Not even for the bros, for everybody. But it's a funny race thing. It's a funny race thing. I've lived in Switzerland for 18 years. Do you know? And there's not a lot of those who are melanin enhanced in this country. There's a few of us running around. And do you know how weird it is to talk to another black person in German? It is weird. And we both, and I can tell, like every time the interaction has happened where like we don't have a common language. Like a lot of black people here are coming from different areas of Africa where like their mother tongue is most likely one of their mother tongues, or the mother tongue that they're using to operate in the European world is French, right? You have a lot of Italians who immigrated to Italy, and they speak just Italian. Like my ex is Italian. We dated for 8 years, and they just straight Italian. They are Italian, basically. Not even basically, they are. That's how I see it. I know the Italian government doesn't see it that way. Another topic for another day. So like running into a black guy who speaks French, not weird. We know what the French did, right? Okay. Running into a black guy who speaks Italian, a little more weird, but we get it. We get it. Running into a black guy who speaks German is not weird until you figure out that's the only language you two have in common. Like, I'm in Switzerland and there's a huge Latin American community here. Like, half of my female friends are Latinas from the Dominican, Colombia. Shout out Margarita, Peru, Argentina. I don't think I have any. Venezuela. Like that. Like from that. So, and there's dark folks over there. So me running into a Cuban dude who does not who speaks Spanish is not weird. In fact, that's like the most natural next language for me is Spanish, and then French, because just my connections or whatever. So like there have been not so many, a couple of exchanges where I bump into dude or lady. We're talking, and we both want to switch languages. I speak German, some Spanish, some Italian, and I'm working on my French. And that's it, right? Oh, and English. Yeah, of course, English. And then I have bits and pieces of other languages, right? But the language I'm most comfortable speaking is German second, and then the next most comfortable is Spanish, right? So if I have a black person in front of me and we don't switch over to English, a lot of them end up being like from the UK, and we don't switch over to English, my next instinct is like Spanish. And then if they only have French left, and this is a straight up Switzerland problem because everybody here speaks like 5 languages, and then their next second language is French, we stuck. And it's weird. So then we gotta stay in German, and that is weird. Speaking to a dude who looks like me in German is weird. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. I wish this wasn't in my head, but it's odd. Anyway. Whew, that went deeper than I thought. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. Running into a woman who only speaks. I noticed I said women very specifically. Running into a woman who's just like, she is from anywhere. Nigeria. Although I'm half Nigerian, I didn't want to toss that out there, but sure, fine. Speaking to any woman like from Nigeria where she's like, yeah, I speak French. Usually they speak English as well, because usually speak English as well. I'm trying to think of like a nation where it's just straight up French, and they don't also include English in their education oftentimes, which is underestimated about the countries of Africa. Yeah, they speak English and French, bro. And oftentimes Spanish. And oftentimes Italian, especially in Northern Africa. Anyway, but yeah, I've run into plenty of those from an African nation that only speak French, and it's fun and it's cool. And we try to get along, but conversation don't work. Spanish, we can talk, we can hang out. I've done that before in clubs, having a little bit too much to drink, and then suddenly Spanish just flows out of my mouth like, yeah. Or English, but German is weird. All right, let's go. Sorry, I had to get that rant off. Because that bugs me, and I can't tell it to white people. Except for you guys watching. You white people are cool. Not any like Swissies here, because in Switzerland, at least in the German part, of course the black people speak German. We're in the German part of Switzerland. All right, anyway, so let's go ahead and get to this video. You in Iowa? From Alabama. Iowa? So y'all are out there? There's some of us out there, for real? Couldn't tell by their football team. All right, here we go. I'm sorry. I could, of course, you left an opening. Damien, you left an opening. If you're gonna poke me about other stuff, I gotta poke you about Iowa, homie. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and start this video. So, here we go. In 3, 2. I don't know how to feel about this digital universe. The last digital universe was semi-challenging, but not really, just because of the strategy. Lambda was kind of challenging. Kappa, I walked through. Loda, I stomped all over. Theta did not matter. And this one, whose name I still can't say because it's like Voldemort to me, the section that shall not be named, it demolished me in several ways. I just finished editing part 4. Part 4 of this series is an hour long. This broke me. I'm scared that this one's going to break me too. Let's get to the video. Oh, you're from Georgia, though? Okay, see, that don't count. That don't. You in Iowa? I'm in Switzerland. That don't count, bro. Like, dog. Come on, they can't claim it. Stolen valor. You didn't grow up in them Iowa streets. What part of Georgia, though? If I'm from Auburn, Alabama. So, are you gonna tell me Georgia, but you mean Marietta? Is that what's gonna happen? I'm from Atlanta. You from Athens? Stop it. Okay, so let's get it straight. What time is it? Yes, you're gonna be here soon. All right. Let me just say. And and I never got the other damn, I have got to stop ranting. That's too obvious. Easy. Okay, cool. All right, so coming back in 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a DC Worlds Collide video. In this video, we're going through Digital Universe. We're going through that one. That one's name, I'm not even gonna look up the name yet because I don't want to know the name if it's gonna break my spirit. So, before we get into this, I'm gonna try to do the riddle again. I don't know if you guys like the last riddle, but I have it over here. I looked this one up. Just making sure I say it right. What has a head but no brain? You're not allowed to say your ex. All right, so comment below what the answer to that riddle is. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into Digital Universe. Now this one unlocked when I beat 2115, and the reason why I'm worried is that they don't tell you previously, and I mean I should pay more attention. Honestly, I keep blaming them. So that means I unlocked it not that long ago. Those others I unlocked and then just kept progressing through the game. So then when I came back, like this one, this was the one that really, really hurt me. But when I tried to play it, it was right as I unlocked it. Then for these 4, I was just progressing in the game. I was doing system recovery. I was doing the main mission, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So like it was just, by the time I got to it, I think Lambda had already been unlocked and I just walked through them. So this one has been more recent. So I'm expecting myself to not be able to complete this. Yeah, confirm. I was looking for areas to test. All right, so here we go. Now here's the thing too. We got to read what Batgirl says because the one time I didn't do that, it killed me. Batman the Path Ahead has digital locks. We can't get through. Oh, this is a new thing. Okay. We need enough keys to decipher the digital locks. Where do we find these keys? Maybe we can use the digital wormholes around us to find more keys. So this, so 3 areas. Okay. Actually, I want to know what this looks like at the end. I'm not. Oh, with 3 flashes. With 3 flashes. Why is Flash a problem? Let's go ahead and establish why Flash is the problem while we try to figure out how we're going to solve this along the way. Sorry for having this part in my hair because of my headphones. Look. Flash has a passive where if he is the last one to survive, he will reverse time and then just demolish you with an ultimate attack. Maybe even more than one. It feels like it's a million of them. So, given how this is laid out, I will have to try to find some way to take out those 3 flashes before taking out Superman and Lex, who will be providing shields, Lex, and burn damage and invulnerability in Superman. The invulnerability might play in our favor, actually. And the flashes will be on the back row. All right, so let's start the nightmare. Okay, so we're gonna go back, and I guess War Eagle. We go with blue. Okay, so we popped over here. We got Cheetah. Yeah, so the level is higher and closer to something that would be challenging for me. Now, since they are running all agile, I will run all tactical. Now, you guys, I was trying to play test, so you guys see that I don't have anything like equipped. We use the mirror at the end to give us heals on that back row. Actually, I'm gonna leave him in him, her. Let's see how Jessica Cruz performs. And then, oh, actually, I shouldn't do that. Let's put Grodd in. I kind of want Jessica Cruz to take over the best damage dealer in the game, but that is best tactical damage dealer on my roster, I should say. That belongs to Constantine, and I know it, and I'm just denying it to myself. But we should be able to get through these. Ultimate order. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's go. Oh, Camden County. Okay, shut up. You will not hear my southern accent come out unless I decide to start drinking on streams. talking to the homie Damien, of course. So we good. Okay. I think we're good to go. Would Constantine have been better here? Oh, most definitely. But we're making it happen. Okay. And honestly, the reason why I'm having such like a critical eye of it is that I'm trying to get a gauge on how much damage they're doing in this span. So we're good here. All right. I have a feeling. Woo. You like my raspy woohoo? That is going to go in a different order. So as I go down, they're going to increase. However, when I come back and do purple and green, it's going to be the same, like 380. Probably the next one's going to be like 5, and then the next one will be 6 or something like that. It decreased max HP of allies with agile trait. So we just saw a bunch of agile, right? Agile. Well, no, we just saw a bunch of, because I just used. Yeah, agile. Oh wait, then that means I went at them wrong. Wait a second. Was this? This was a bunch of cheetahs, right? And I attacked them with a bunch of tactical. I think I went at them incorrectly. All right. Anyway, so basically. And I'm going to do it in the reverse, okay? I'm not really focused on what I'm about to face, which might be a grave mistake that I'm about to make right now. But basically, I am strong on agile and mighty. My mighty can take out agile. My agile can take out tactical. My tactical can't take out mighty as well because my tactical is weak. So I'm going to say I want to reduce the max HP of the mighty with an eye on the longer game of helping my tacticals be able to survive and do more damage. That is the thought process. I might have just overcomplicated a very simple decision. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so 459. I wish you guys were mighty. Here we go. Yeah, I went at this team incorrectly because they were all agile, and I went at them with type. So that was lucky. Let's put in because and my mighty is way better. I don't know. Hey, Batman. You forgive me yet for putting you on the bench? No? Oh, okay. We don't have to talk. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, these guys seem weaker. I say famous last words. So we'll get the AoEs out first, and then Batman for the additional damage. I try to keep my healer at spot 2 or 3 just in case. All right, so let's go. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm wondering though, maybe later on what I should do, although Green Arrow just does so much damage the way I have him built. What I may or may not need to do is replace a Batman or a Penguin with a Superboy or a Starfire, so that we can get those bombs detonated when the burns detonated when Superman goes. But we have this pretty much in control. And it seems like they're doing good damage, but nothing that's like alarming. I have said in previous videos, and it might be wrong, or maybe it's just my experience, is that they seem to target the left front first. And I mean, they spread it out, but it seems like that side gets a large amount of the attack. So I'm tempted to, unless it's targeted, so I'm tempted to 560. Maybe we got like 2 more battles. I'm tempted to move Penguin over to where Superman is, so Penguin takes more damage, gets the poisons out there, but then it also preserves Superman for the long haul. I would love to get rid of Bane, because I'm pretty sure he's going to stun all of us, because that's how everybody else's Bane works except for mine. And then maybe, let's see. I was tempted to move Batman to position 2 and Green Arrow to position 4 and hope that Batman, maybe Batman should even go first, and hope that Batman can do his ultimate on Bane sometime early in the match. But we'll see how this goes. We don't like that. We don't like that. Soon as I said that Penguin's gonna take more damage, what they do? Y'all just don't listen. Don't make no sense. All right. Oh, yeah, we got a stun on Bane. That's big. That's big. Okay. That raw. Wait a minute. See how low Superman is right now? Digital Universe, I can't revive him. So I'm gonna need Kid Flash to like heal him immediately. Oh, Batman's about to fall too. Oh, just get rid of him. There he is. Heal somebody. Okay. Okay, cool. We're good. Don't hit Batman, don't you dare. Mirrors come up. We should be good. Okay. That was a scary moment. I was scared. Oh, well, he does that self-heal for 6,778. That ain't bad. All right. Okay. So we got him. I don't know why that noise always makes me think, boom, 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 boom. All right. So, now here's the problem. I saw how strong they were. I don't know that I'm going to get these buffs on the other side. All right. I'm tempted to reduce their attack because Superman almost fell. All right, let's go with that. Okay, there's the key. I see the key. What's up with Flash? Okay, I reduced their attack. I need Flash to die, not last. I need Flash to die, not last. And of course, Nightwing's going to come out and stun us. I'm tempted to, and I mean, I know I'm messing with something that worked, but hear me out. I'm tempted to get this early damage out on Batman. Plus, it'll show me if I was right to add gear to him. This is actually confirmation bias. That is not at all what that means. So we'll see. There's still. I'm glad I reduced that. Maybe I should have taken their defense down a little bit more. Why y'all got so much frantic and block? Stop it. All right, here we go. Can this take out? Oh, this went to Nightwing actually. Maybe I should have moved him so he could go after Bane. Because I mean, Nightwing does a single block. Bane blocks 4. So I say that as he literally stuns Batman. I don't know. If Penguin falls, I'm okay. Superman falls, that's a no-go. Green Arrow falls, that's a no-go. Oh, Flash is doing stuff. Stop doing stuff. If Batman falls, I'm kind of okay. Kinda. I would really like to know what comes next after this. Why are you blocking so much, Nightwing? Just take it. I don't think Superman is hit invulnerable yet. As you notice me hover over the pause button. There's some heals from Kid Fly. Okay, cool. I feel as though they're doing this damage now. I don't think we would have made it if I did not. We wouldn't have made it. Damn sure wouldn't have made it. Not a chance. Thank you. All right. We're okay with Penguin falling. We don't have to use him anymore. I'm okay with that. I still have Bizarro, even though he needs to be ranked up, but I still got Bizarro. So we're okay. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. All right. So then this better be to the key. You. I thought that was gonna be just How strong is this dude? Oh my goodness. And they still. Why y'all stay with Flash though? I feel like I'm not going to be able to get past this part. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, so Superboy, because I want this detonation damage extra. I should want to keep the heals from Kid Flash, that team synergy. But I'm hoping I can do a lot of damage real quick and get out 2 or 3 of them real fast. As a matter of fact, let's do this because we kind of want them to detonate. Who's gonna take in that next slot? I want to put Starfire, but I can't put her in the front like that. I could put Red Hood so that we crit damage in the beginning. And if he falls, if he dies, he dies. But then that removes the detonation. He reduces the damage received by the ally in the front row. However, I don't know if that persists after he dies. I don't know if that passive is gone after he dies. Could put my own Bane and hope somebody gets stunned. That never happens for me. I think it's probably better for me to use Bizarro and do a dual tank thing. He gets weakened out there too, but he's way back here, so there's no benefit to that. All right, so go. No, it gives it to Kid Flash. All right, that's fine. So the idea here is I hope, man, they're hitting hard. Oh, they're hitting hard. Oh, Bizarro's already done by our own tank. Oh, we gotta hurry up and kill the rest or else Red Hood comes back. Nope, done. And can I? Okay. I legitimately don't think, even if I get past that level after 45 minutes of work, I don't think I'm going to be able to beat the Flash then. My team is not strong enough. So what I'm about to do is clear these little areas. What did I get from it last time? I got some titanium and I got some gems. If I'm right about the first levels being the same, 300, yeah, like this, then I should be able to walk my way through it. Now, last time, and this might be it. This might be the way through. This might be the way forward. I did this whole weird math about tactical and agile. I reduced the attack on the agile, and then I reduced the defense on the mighty, right? So if we get these similar buffs, I can go back, grab these buffs or debuffs for the enemies, whatever you want to call them, and then try to go back and attack those last 3 stages for each one, that's probably going to have that nuts power level I can't deal with. So now Mighty, I'm not going to say cakewalk, but should be a cakewalk. The main issue being that I wish I had made this decision before I lost Penguin. Actually, Bizarro should stay in. I'm going to leave in Kid Flash because he is my best. Although Zatanna might be able to hold us down. And then Batman. And now when it wait a minute. I'm making the same mistake I made before. Why didn't y'all tell me? Making the same mistake I made before. Agile into tactical. Which feels like we can do some good things. I'm removing Red Hood because I want the Ocean Master synergy where he is going to attack when an ally blocks. There's a block set, 2 block sets on Nightwing, 2 block sets on Bane, 2 block sets on Orem. Then we have, of course, Green Arrow, the legend, to be my legendary damage dealer. I don't need the heals as much. I would love for Bane to do a stun. Still want the heals. He puts out weaken, and I would rather do the weaken than the stun at the moment. That doesn't make sense, given all the stuff I say. And he still can activate his counter attacks even if there's no debuffs out there. So let's go. Uh-oh. Oh boy, oh boy. Got him. Looks good so far. Hit the passive from Scarecrow. But we have been blocking and Erm has been sending it back. We're good. Alright guys, I gotta take a pause. I'll be right back. Okay, fellas, I'm gonna put this up real quick because my boss is calling and we have a bit of an emergency this cycle. So I'll be right back, and let's mute this because I'm sure this conversation will be. That was quick. That was quick. You know, you love when your boss calls you for something, and it's like, and not even in a bad way. I like my boss. My boss is cool as hell. He's I love my CEO. He's a bit, love is strong. I throw that word around way too much, but I do like him a lot. I really like dude. And he calls. He's like, "Yo, I'm sorry to call you so late, man. I need a favor. Can you do this for me?" And I was like, "It's already done. You already got it." And he was like, oh, "Thank you so much." So that makes you feel good. All right. Anyway, so let's get back to the video. All right. And 3, 2. All right. You know, adulting came up. I had to be an adult for a minute and talk to my boss. So we're going to come back into this. We defeated them. Grab a brain. Now, we're decreasing max HP. It was defense last time, right? On the mighty. I'm not going to reduce the mighty defense now. I'm tempted to do the agile defense now or the agile HP now because of those flashes I ran into and because of the flash in the future. And now I'm also worried about, I feel like I should have done decreased defense on the agile again there as well. Going back because it's all in preparation for the flashes at the end. So we got decreased HP on the agile. Cool. I'm keeping track. Old man style. We got a pen and a pad. All right, so go and give me gems. Go take them gems. Let's go ahead and get rid of Scarecrow and his cronies. And Batgirl. Batgirl's been running with a lot of villains in this game. She got a lot of villains she's running with. And in the comics, I should say cartoon. She stayed with Harley Quinn. And I mean, not just in like this new Harley Quinn like show, but like also in Batman Animated Adventures and the New Adventures of Batman. She was always running around with like Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn. And it's like, I don't know if you got the assignment. Just being funny. All right. Oh, there she is, princess. All right. So. Uh-oh. All right. So now I do have to go back. Okay. I think we are more than good. And in all actuality, we're going to run this for real. I feel like we're in good shape. And I'm tempted to further weaken agile. What does he have over here? He has mighty and okay. Dang. All right. One more set, guys. I got to do this. I don't know why all those things are not working, but of course, it happens now. And then my X is about to show up to pick up Olympia. So I need to do this all very fast. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. Why don't you want to work for me? Whatever. I have to be honest. I love technology. All right, last one. Then we can go. All right, so back to it. Another check. Check. 3, 2. All right, back to it. Another cut, but that's okay. That just means you got to see one of the cutscenes I've been adding into the videos. I hope you like them. I need to add sound. All right, so I'm not too. I mean, basically, agile is like my strongest. So like it should not be much of an, and I say strongest. He's my strongest, best healer. I think they would be my strongest. Because the only thing Mighty has is Superman right now, and I mean Batman. But yeah, I think they're my strongest. a healer, AoE damage dealer, single target that has stun, AoE that has stun. Like, and that's just the ones I'm talking about up here. Okay. So, okay. I do not want Aurum or Nightwing to fall. What do we? Okay. All right. I turn around for 1 second. I'm gonna need Kid Flash to start doing stuff, or I need to run Zatanna with them. Where are we at? Come on. Where are we at? We got rid of Grodd. Kid Flash is about to. Okay. 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 That was a nice. Just knock him up. Ah, Aurum fell. No, I can't pause. So, Black Canary will die. But then that means Aurum's gone. I like Aurum for those counters and all that fun stuff. If I restart, I don't want to restart though. This is the tactical side of the entire thing. This is the tactical side. This is what we're doing. So theoretically, I still have 4 very strong agile. I think I can eat the loss of Ocean Master. I might regret that. But I did lose, was it Penguin? I've lost Ocean Master. The next team should be basically impossible for me to touch, and I go back to the other side. So decrease attack on the enemies with you know what's funny? And I think I'm about to do something stupid again. I'm tempted to put Agile again. Because I've already made it through the Agile like side of it. But I still have those flashes to worry about at the very, very end. Lex and Superman's damage is going to be a problem, granted. I can deal with Superman with another Superman, hopefully. If those flashes in the back have 50% less attack, that helps me clear that side. However, on this thing too, I still got tactical to get through. And the last time I picked attack, it was smart because, it was smart because I didn't even, that's when I was like, okay, if I don't do attack, I'm going to lose the next one. But picking attack at the end of tactical just makes me, this bothers me. This is stupid. I'm worried about those flashes too much. It's almost like I read ahead of the book and I already know that the ending is terrible. Never read ahead of the book. I don't know why are y'all reading ahead of the book? 657, 808. All right. Now back over here, back over here, back over here, back over here, where we could not touch him, was 708. Now, am I even seeing the key here? Am I even being fooled? There's one more that's right there, if that thing is any indication. So what I'm going to try to do is get through this one. With Zatanna helping us with the heals. Constantine's going to blow our faces off. Okay. That changes everything. We can go. Let's see what happens. Keep my finger on the pause. I mean, Green Arrow's doing some good damage. It's just that when they hit back, all they're going to do is look at that damage. The only one I want, no. The only one I have to keep is Green Arrow. And Flash and Zatanna, honestly. Okay. I had already accepted the fact. This is me rationalizing. I'd already accepted the fact that I was going to have to come back into this thing anyway. However, the idea was that so I would be able to take these dudes out. Right? Cannot proceed. I know. You're going to make me do the portal thing. Yeah, and then this thing, and then this thing. So now we're trying to check for one more thing over here. Let's see what the damage looks like. Zatanna get murked by those dudes. Alright, so. Soups first or Batman first? Soups first. Okay. So let's see if doing that helped me out at all. It probably did nothing, but I put 2 times reduce attack. They can't touch us. Okay, now they're touching us. No means no. Okay. Like, we're giving them damage right back. I would also like to know, and this is, not random, but which team synergy are they using? Bizarro's still up. It would be nice if we got rid of somebody before Red Hood woke back up. Then we have to deal with him again. Nightwing, go. Yes, 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 yes. This is working out in our favor. Yes. Okay. This is working out in our favor. Me being stupid is not bit me in the butt yet. Come on, get rid of him before Red Hood comes back up. That's what's up. Okay, so we were able to get through that. Okay. Cool. So now the issue is that I need to be able to reduce the damage of the tacticals that I just dealt with. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I got the key. Okay. And what's this door over here? Maybe this door helps us. Bet. What does this do? What does this do? During battle, increase crit of all allies. During battle, increase lifesteal of all allies by 100%. During battle, increase reflect of all allies by 100%. During battle, increase block of all allies by 100%. I gotta be frank. Is reflect like they're gonna send damage back, but is it the same amount of damage that they're sending to us? Because then that would be nice. I don't know the increased speed of all allies by 100%. So what do we need to do in order to be... Crit is out. Okay? Crit is out. I'm not doing crit. Lifesteal will help us with sustainability. Speed helps us get more attacks out there. Increase speed by 100%. So that means literally if Kid Flash is at 236 right now, I think is what I have him at. Does that mean that he'd be going for 72? Does that mean Kid Flash is going to run 472 now? Is that what this is? Is this what we're talking about here? Because that'd be nice. Increases block of all allies by 100%, which would be perfect if I still had Orym, if I still had Ocean Master, because he would lose his damn mind doing that. During battle, increases reflect of all allies by 100%. Lifesteal feels like the best one to me. if I'm getting 100% back of what I'm putting out there. Of course, I'm hesitant, but I think that would be the best one. Let's see. Just I'm taking way too long to think about this. I might even do a cut here because I really don't know what to do. Reflect, because I don't really fully understand the reflect mechanic. Block, it blocks 100%, but that doesn't mean it's blocking 100% of the amount, right? So I'm gonna block, but depending on the block amount that I have on the tune is how much block I'm gonna get. I guess there has to be a reflect amount if there's a reflect. If I'm going by that block logic. So I'm gonna go with lifesteal. I'm gonna go with lifesteal. I'm going with lifesteal. I really wish that that would have been a. I really wish that would have been like a debuff against their attack or something. Okay. Ooh, it's gonna hurt. So now we need the tactical. This is why I had the mighty reduce. So I had two. So this is why I had the mighty defense reduced by 25%, and then I'm gonna reduce the defense here so that I can get away with more with the weaker tunes causing damage. Well, of course the Tana goes in. Wait. I mean, we can leave our mighty in. I can leave Soups in. I can leave Batman in. I might replace Batman with Constantine. But everything else seems good to go. I hope that life still helps. That's our sustainability right now. Ooh, that's a lot of a lot. All right, Soups, let's go. Bet. Bet. So then I'm thinking. And I'm thinking I'm gonna make another stupid decision. I already reduced the mighty defense. I'm tempted to now reduce tactical so I can go back over to tactical. HP. This is HP I reduced, not defense. Okay. So mighty defense, mighty HP defense, whatever you want to call it, is down already. If I do mighty again, we would just melt through them. Like, it feels like that's okay so long as the attack is reduced. So I'm gonna go with the tactical so I can go back and handle those dudes on the other side. Albeit, yeah, be smart. So tactical, and then we did the HP there. Okay. Be smart. Cha. I don't wanna. Okay, so next, let me just run the same. We're good to go. Albeit the whole point of Constantine being in, let me see what he does to them. Let's see what happens. Especially with the increase with the strong attack on him. That wasn't bad. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at that at all. In fact, I would go so far as to say I'm quite happy with it. Why are you doing that to Superman? Who said you were allowed to do that? Who said you were allowed to do that? Who said? Damn right. Sit down. Get down later. Here we go. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. And another moment. All right. So now, for those of you on the stream, which I know you're falling off because I've had so many interruptions, I have to also pause one more again so I can get my pooch ready. So I'll be back. As a matter of fact, what I may do is end the stream. Can I end the stream but keep recording? I think I might do that. So for those of you on the stream right now, thanks. I appreciate you, but I keep getting interrupted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this off and then I'll stream with you guys tomorrow. But I'm going to go ahead and try to finish this off and give you guys like a progress report the next day. All right. So